Hello students, good morning to all of you. Here once again you see side stories for class 12. This is the third video of the same chapter by Mulkaz Anand. As in my previous videos, I taught you about the child who just expressed his inner feelings before his parents, but his parents denied whatever he demanded in the fair. He wished for sweet in the fair, different colored sweets. He wanted to take different colored sweets to eat, but his parents couldn't give those sweets to the child. Now see what happened thereafter in the fair. A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn by the implacable sweetness of the scents that came floating on the wings of the languid air. He went towards the basket where the flowers were heaped and half murmured, "I want that garland." But he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say they were cheap. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So here in the next paragraph, the story writer Mulkaz Anand tells us about the another feelings of the child. The child reached in front of a flower seller where a garland of gulmohar was sold by a flower seller. He was calling loudly by the name of garland of gulmohar, and that child easily attracted to the flowers, towards the flower. When he tried to ask for just garlands, his parents denied him. They told him that these were very cheap. So without waiting for any answer, the child went forward. A man stood holding a pot with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. The child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of the silken colors, and he was possessed by an overwhelming desire to possess them all. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on farther. So here in the next paragraph, when the child just reached before the balloon seller, where different kinds of different color balloons were there, a man who holding a pole with different kinds of silken colored balloons. He once again he attracted towards the balloon. He wanted to take all those balloons of different colored balloons, but certainly his parents told him that he cannot take the balloons. He could not take the balloons because he was too old to play with these balloons. So he walked on further. A juggler stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket. So in the next way, he found a snake charmer, juggler. Juggler means a snake charmer, who stood playing a flute to a snake, and the snake coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan. While the music stole into its invisible ear like the gentle rippling of miniature waterfalls. It means to say that the music of that flute also so sweet to the ear of that child. Easily, simply, he was attracted towards the juggler. The child went towards the juggler, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the juggler played, he proceeded further. So he half knew that his parents would not buy such, his parents would not want to stay there for much time to see the snake. So he proceeded further. There was a roundabout in full swing. There was a roundabout in full swing. Men, women and children carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and cried with a dizzy laughter. The child watched them intently going round and round, a pink blush of a smile on his face, his eyes rippling with the same moment, his lips parted in amazement, till he felt that he himself was being carried round. When he saw the roundabout that was in a full motion, full swing, different people, different colored people, means they wore different kinds of clothes, men, women, children, they were sitting inside the roundabout swing, and suddenly they were swinging high and low. Just he was looking, the child was looking amorously towards the just. So he wanted to take the enjoy just inside the swing. So he reached there and he watched carefully to the swing, how it rounding all around him. This time his eyes rippling with the same moment, his lips parted in amazement. He was very much surprised to see the swing. Till he felt that he himself was being carried round. The ring seemed to go fastly at first, then gradually it began to move less fast. In the beginning, it was moving very fast, but slowly, certainly, the ring was slow. Presently, the child, wrapped finger in his mouth, beheld his stop. This time, before his overpowering love for the anticipated sensation of moment had been chilled by the thought of his parents' eternal denial, he made a bold request. I want to go on the roundabout, please, father and mother. In this time, certainly he wanted to go inside the ring. That is why, in a very powerful mood, he boldly requested his parents to sit inside the ring. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. There was no. They were not there ahead of him. Means there were no, he saw no his parents, there were no his parents. He turned to look on either sides. They were not there. He looked behind, there was no sign of them. A full, deep cry rose within his dry throat, and within a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood. crying in great fear, "Mother, father." So when he found nowhere his parents, so he was crying loudly, calling his parents. They were not there ahead of him. He turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. A full deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying in a red fear, "Mother, father." So calling his parents, he was running to and fro in the fair in search of his parents. His flushed face was convulsed with fear, panic-stricken. He ran to one side, then to other, hither and thither, in all directions, knowing nowhere to go. "Mother, father," he wailed with a moist breath now, his throat being would be swelling the spittle. So here you can see how the child was very much disturbed when he found nowhere his parents. He was crying loudly, he was running here and there in search of his parents. Now his throat was also drying away, and certainly he was weeping loudly, crying loudly. His yellow turbans came untied, and his cloth, wet with perspiration, became muddy where the dust had mixed with the sweat of his body. His light frame seemed heavy as a mass of lead. So you can see that meantime, when he was running to and fro here and there, suddenly he was just completely wet from the perspiration, or wet from the sweat from his body. Now dust and sweat, when it mixed, suddenly his whole body, his frame of body was completely heavy, just like a mass of lead. Having run to and fro in a wraith of running for a while, he stood defeated. In the end, he was defeated himself. His cries suppressed into sobs. At little distances on the green grass, he could see through his filmy eyes men, women talking. He tried to look intently among the patches of bright yellow crops, but there was no sign of his father and mother. Among these people, who seemed to laugh and just talk just for the sake of laughing and talking. So here in the field, he was watching carefully to his parents, where few people, men or women, men and women, were sitting in the field. He went just near those people, but he did not find his parents there also. He ran hotly again, this time to a street to which people seemed to be crowding. Once again he saw there was a stream, and people were just going towards the stream. Crowd of people were going to the stream. Every little inch of his space he was consistent with men, but he ran through people's leg. There was a jostling crowd. There was congested crowd, but that little child just reached, however, in under the legs, between the legs, just of the people who seemed now his little sob lingering, "Mother, father." He was still crying by name of his mother and father. Near the entrance to the temple, however, the crowd became very thick. So near the entrance of the temple, there was just very thick crowd of the people. Men jostled each another, heavy men with laughing, murderous eyes and hefty soldiers. So different kind of people were running on one another. The poor child struggled to thrust away between their feet, but knocked to and fro, and to their ritual moment he might have been trampled underfoot had he not slipped at the highest pitch of the voice. Ultimately, he was trampled. He might be trampled under the foot of a man. Ultimately, he cried loudly. Then a man saw him just before him. A man in the surging crowd heard his cry, and stooping with very great difficulty, lifted it up him in his arms. So a man took him in his arms. However, he wanted to save the child from the crowd. How did you get here, child? Whose baby are you? The man asked as he steered clear of the mass. How did you get here, child? So that man asked him, why you came here, dear child? How did you get here? Whose baby you are? He wanted to know about the child. The man asked as he steered clear of the mass. The child wept more bitterly than ever now. The child wept loudly again. He wept again loudly, and now only cried, I want my mother, I want my father. He cried and asked for his parents. He asked loudly, I want my mother, I want my father. The man headed toward the place where the juggler still played on the flute to dancing cobra. Now you can see, just when he had lost in the fair, how he expressed his feelings just toward the man. Although he wanted to possess all those things in the fair, but meanwhile, when he had lost in the fair, how he turned again his feelings. Now he didn't want anything to buy in the market, in the fair. When the man took him to the juggler, where the juggler was still playing on the flute to the dancing cobra, and he wanted to just give him a little console. Listen to that music, nice music, child. He pleaded. He requested to see the child, the music, hear the music. But the child shut his ears and his fingers and shouted his double-speech strain, I want my mother, I want my father. But that time, child ignored to watch and hear the music of the snake charmer, juggler. He didn't want to hear the music of juggler, as well as he didn't want to see the snake also. He only asked him to mother and father. He wanted to see his parents. He wanted to see his mother and father. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright color of the balls would distract the child's attention, and quieted him. Then the man took him to the balloon seller, and he asked him to take balloons, see the balloons, different kinds of silken color balloons. But he ignored, the child ignored again, and he only demanded for his parents. He asked the man to see his parents, mother and father. He wanted to meet his parents, mother and father. The man took him near the balloons, thinking bright color of balls would distract the child's attention, quieted him. Would you like the rainbow color balloons? He persuasively asked. The child turned his eyes from the flying balloons and just sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. Just I want to meet my parents only. I didn't want anything in the fair. The man is still impertinent in his kind desire to make the child happy, bore into the gate where the flower seller sat. Next time, again, the man tried to soothe him. So he took him to the flower seller, just near the flower seller shop, and he asked him to take the flower, how sweet flowers are there. Look, can you smell those nice sweet flowers, child? He asked, oh child, see how nice those flowers are here. Would you like a garland to put around your neck? Would you want to take a flower, just a garland for your neck? The child turned his nose away from the basket and retreated his dog. So child didn't see the flower and garland, and again he crying loudly and asked for his mother and father. Thinking to humor his disconsolate child by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter of sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. Once again, the man tried to soothe him, so he took him to the sweetmeat seller, just counter of the sweetmeat seller, and he asked him to see different colored sweets are there, and he asked him to take any sweets from the shop. But again, the child denied to take him the sweets and he asked for his parents. He asked him to meet, he wanted to meet his mother and father. So this is the end of this chapter. Now see how beautifully here the story writer picturized the whole story. So once again you can see in Hindi also. मेले में किस तरह से बच्चा गायब होने के पूर्व उसकी मेले के प्रत्येक वस्तुओं को प्राप्त करने की कितनी इच्छा थी। बार बार वो चाहता था कि मुझे यह मिल जाए, मुझे वह मिल जाए, मुझे मिठाइयाँ मिल जाए, मुझे माला मिल जाए, मुझे स्नेक टेमर जो सपेरा है वहाँ जहाँ सांप को नचा रहा है उसको देखने दिया जाए, उसकी धुन को सुनने दिया जाए। फिर वो चाहता है कि नहीं मुझे किस तरह से ये बैलून जो विभिन्न प्रकार के रंग बिरंगे गुब्बारे हैं ये मुझे चाहिए। और फिर उसके अंदर इच्छा होती है ये जो झूला चल रहा है मेले में, इस झूले में उसकी हार्दिक इच्छा हुई कि वह भी उस झूले में बैठे और झूले। और इस झूला में झूलने के लिए उसने पुनः अपने माँ बाप से रिक्वेस्ट किया, बोल्डली रिक्वेस्ट किया कि नहीं मुझे इस झूले में बैठना ही है। लेकिन जब वह पलट कर देखता है तो वहाँ पर उसके झूले वहाँ पर उसके माँ बाप नहीं दिखाई देते। अब इस तरह से जब उसने सोचा कि अब तो मैं मेले में गायब हो चुका हूँ, अब वह घबराने लगा और जोर जोर से चीखने चिल्लाने लगा, तेजी से एक दिशा में दौड़ने लगा, फिर उसके बाद दूसरी दिशा में दौड़ने लगा। इधर उधर तमाम दौड़ लगाने के पश्चात भी उसे कहीं उसके माँ बाप नहीं दिखाई दिए। फिर वह मैदान में जाता है जहाँ पर देखता है कि अलग अलग ग्रुप में कई आदमी और धीरे हुए हैं। वह वहाँ पर पास में जाकर फिर लोगों को देखने का प्रयास करता है, किंतु वहाँ पर भी उसके माँ बाप नहीं दिखाई देते हैं। और अंत में धीरे धीरे वह पसीने से और धूल मिट्टी से बिल्कुल लद जाता है और उसका शरीर अत्यंत भारी हो जाता है। उसके सिर पर जो टर्बन रेड येलो कलर टर्बन बंधा हुआ था वह भी छूट जाता है, खुल जाता है। अब वह बच्चा जोर जोर से चिल्लाते हुए मंदिर के प्रवेश द्वार पर जाता है। एक समाधि है, समाधि के आगे मंदिर का प्रवेश द्वार है, वहाँ जाता है। और वहाँ जाने के पश्चात लोगों का भीड़, इतनी ज़बरदस्त वहाँ पर भीड़ रहती है कि लोगों के पैरों के नीचे से वह निकलते हुए आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास करता है, किंतु अंत में वह एक किसी व्यक्ति के द्वारा कुचला जाता। इसके पहले किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति की निगाह पड़ी और उसने धीरे से उस बच्चे को उठा लिया, गोद में उठा लिया और उसे भीड़ से बाहर लेकर के आया। फिर उसने बच्चे से पूछा कि ये बताओ कि तुम कौन हो, यहाँ कैसे आए। बच्चा कुछ न बोल करके जोर जोर से चिल्लाता रहा और उसने बार बार कहा मुझे मेरे माँ चाहिए, मुझे मेरे पिताजी चाहिए। और जब इस तरह की बातें वहाँ पर वह बार बार कहने लगा तो उस आदमी ने सोचा कि इसको थोड़ा सा विभिन्न प्रकार की दुकानों पर लेकर के जाया जाए, हो सकता है यह चिल्लाना बंद करे और शांत हो जाए। सबसे पहले वह वहीं से वह स्टार्ट किया, झूले के पास गया। उसने कहा कि क्या तुम झूला झूलोगे। जिस बच्चे ने इसके पहले के झूले में झूलने के लिए चिल्लाता रहा, अब वह कह रहा नहीं मुझे झूले में नहीं झूलना है, मुझे मेरे माँ बाप चाहिए। इसके बाद उसे ले करके वह सपेरे के पास जाता है, कहता है कि देखो कितना बढ़िया धुन बज रही है और कितना बढ़िया सांप नाच रहा है। लेकिन वह उसको भी सुनने से इनकार करता है और कहता है नहीं मुझे मेरे माँ बाप चाहिए। फिर वह बच्चे को लेकर के, वह व्यक्ति बच्चे को लेकर के आगे जहाँ गुब्बारे बिकते हैं, विभिन्न कलर के गुब्बारे, वहाँ जाकर के कहता है कि इन गुब्बारों को ले लो। लेकिन उन्होंने कहा नहीं मुझे इस गुब्बारों को भी नहीं लेना है। और इस तरह से वहाँ भी इनकार करता और चिल्लाता है। फिर उसको ले करके आगे बढ़ते हैं जहाँ पर कि वो मिठाइयों की दुकान थी, विभिन्न प्रकार के स्वीट्स वहाँ पर रखे हुए थे, कलर स्वीट्स रखे हुए थे। वह उसने कहा कि ये लो बर्फ़ी ले लो, मिठाइयाँ ले लो ताकि तुम शांत हो जाओ। लेकिन वह वहाँ उनको भी इनकार करता है और कहता है नहीं मुझे केवल मेरे माँ मेरे पिताजी ही चाहिए, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए। और इस तरह से चिट्ठा चिल्लाता रहता है। तो देखिए इस कहानी में पूरी तरह से किस प्रकार से उस बच्चे की भावनाओं को दर्शाया गया है। वह वही बच्चा है जो अपने माँ बाप के प्रति उसके मन में किस प्रकार की भावनाएं उत्पन्न होती हैं। अपने माँ बाप के प्रति ऐसी भावनाएं उत्पन्न होती हैं कि ये तो कुछ नहीं खिलाएंगे, केवल टहलेंगे ही। लेकिन अंत में अब जब माँ बाप से वो बिछुड़ जाता है, मेले में बिछुड़ जाता है, तो वही बच्चा अपने माँ बाप के लिए कितना चिल्लाता रोता है कि वह सारी चीज़ें जो वह लेने के लिए अति इच्छुक था, अब उसको कतई स्वीकार नहीं कर रहा है। So this is the end of the story here. The last child, I will give you the homework, just question answer on your homework column, just on school website. So you can see, you can find there the whole answer, question answer from the lesson. Thank you.